Hi guys, in this video we're going to look at these push fittings or push 2-foot fittings, what they are and how to use them. Okay, so these are used often to direct water through, or they can actually split up water. This one here is unidirectional, so what we do is a bit of hosing. We use an 8mm outer diameter hosing. This is 8mm in here, and what there are is there's little teeth in there, and what happens is they grab onto the pipe or the tubing that we put in, and they hold it in place firmly. So for me, this is ideal for connecting tubing that's for my water fed system from 8mm to 8mm. So you just slide it in, push it right in, goes in quite deep, and those teeth prevent it from coming out again. It locks in tight, pretty water secure as well too. Okay, so it's an 8mm outer diameter tubing that fits into this push fit connector. And of course on the other side we'll have an 8mm tubing as well too, and that will click in on the other side just like that. So they connect tubings or hosing together. Okay, so they come in different sizes. Now to unconnect them or take them out, because you can't, they're pretty stiff in there, you have to, this here, this cap bit here, you push it in, right in like that, hold it in, and then you pull the hosing out. Let's go. That's how you take that out. You won't be able to take it out like this. You'll probably damage it if you really try to force it out. Again, push it in, that blue bit there, push it in, and then you hold it in and pull the hose while you're holding it in, and that should come out. Some of them are a little bit stubborn, but there you go, it comes out. So the different types of fittings, like I said, that's just a straight fitting. You have these T fittings as well too, like this. So that enables water to go in, and you can have two outlets there. Now why would you do that? Well, these are ideal on your water fed brushes, where you may have two inputs for your jets or for your brush. That's ideal for that. So this is what it looks like. This is the T fitting. See the T fitting there? It's the hose clicks in there, that would be hose. And then a T fitting separates the flow to these jets here on the brush. See the jets coming out there? And there goes, that's separating it there. So you only have one input here, and then it separates it all out to the jets. And you use these T fittings to do that. And then of course you've got this one here, which is similar, but these here are closer together, the two outlets. So again, water can come up here and be split into two. Again, I use them on my brushes as well too. The water fed hosing goes in there, and water fed hosing goes in here. Plug that in, the 8mm diameter, outer diameter hose, and then two come out here, and they go to the different jets on the brush. Two jets on the side to the brush. And then you can also get this here, which is a valve. So I often use this here on my where my pole is. The water fed will come down the pole, the tubing, and near the bottom of the pole is where I have this here. So I've got it close by where I can nicely and easily switch off the valve here. That switches it on, the water allows it to come through, and I turn it like that and it switches it off. That helps save my water in my water fed system, the resin, from being used up too quickly. Really cheap too. And again, they're push fit connectors or push 2-foot connectors, same principle. The tubing, show you again, just see how deep it goes. I don't know if you can see that there, but you see how it's about that deep it goes in. So you want to make sure you push it right in. If you don't push it right in, then it will leak. You'll see there will be a spray that comes out, and you don't want that. If that's happening, then either you need to get a new push fit connector because it's broken, or what you need to do is push it in further. You haven't pushed it in far enough. So push it right in. There, you can hear it click. And same with the other side. So this side here will go up my brush, pole to my brush. You leave enough length of hosing, because when you extend your pole you want enough hosing so that this doesn't go up the pole. It won't fit up the pole anyway, but you need enough length for that. So yeah, so you do that. And so again, to disconnect, you just push them in and pull it out. If it does leak and it means that it's not pushed in properly, it could be also because these edges here, you see they're not very good examples of edges. They should be really cut straight. You don't want it on an angle, cut on an angle, because that again won't allow some of the water to escape, and you'll get it spraying out on the sides. You don't want that. You want it straight. I use, for example, this hose here. This is my blue hose. Now, one thing about this one, it is 8mm outer diameter. This one's a softer hose, and you might be able to see there how far it pushes in. You can see by the different change in colour. So that's quite a nice, what is it, blue, cyan. Here it's quite darker. That's where I've been pushing them into the fittings. That edge is not quite flush. It needs to be flush, because sometimes I do get leaks from this hose. And I don't know why, but it's actually a thicker diameter than this one here. So if you look at that, can you see that? You can see that the outer diameter is a little bit thicker, eh? Still 8mm, slightly thicker though. I don't know if you can see that. So sometimes I do have problems with this hosing, with these connectors, getting them to fit in properly. That one's gone, I can feel it gone in, so that's gone right in. I'll take that out, go to this side. See, that doesn't go right in. Now it has. So sometimes what I find, if it is leaking a bit, I'll just turn that around and try the other end and swap ends. And then have my other hose come out of this end, my yellow hose. And that usually fits in both ends, whereas this might only do one end. It's just the type of hose. It also means that I probably haven't cut that flush. It should be straight. There's a little bit of an angle on there. I need to fix that up. So this is another connector. This is an 8mm push fit connector here, except this time it goes to a garden hose fitting. So you have a garden hose, a bigger hose, coming in, feeding it. You've got the on-off valve there, and this comes out and reduces it down to an 8mm. And that's a push fit fitting there, or push to fit fitting. So again, the same principle. You'd plug your 8mm diameter, outer diameter hose in there, and then to remove it, you'd push that blue cap there in, and then pull it out. Again, it has the teeth in there, it grips it. So you can use reducer. Again, this uses garden hose, takes it down to the 8mm outer diameter, which then goes off to my water fed pole and brush. So those are push to fit fittings, or push fittings. So leave us a comment below, tell us what you think. If you use these, tell us how you find them, and give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.